献给旅行者365日。
365 days for travelers.
11月25日，砄口招请文揭露：累朝地主，历代侯王，九重殿阙高居，万里山河独具。西来战舰，千年王气恶收；北去栾舆，五国冤声未断。呜呼！杜鹃叫落桃花月，血染枝头恨正长。竹坛败将，剑节封侯，力以金鼎千军，身作长城万里。霜寒暴涨，徒勤汗马之劳；风息狼烟，空负蟠龙之望。呜呼！将军战马今何在？野草闲花满地愁。武林才俊，百郡贤良，3年清节为官，一片丹心爆竹。南州北县，久离桑梓之乡。海角天涯，远上蓬莱之岛。呜呼！关况萧萧谁是谁？离魂杳杳隔阳关。洪门才子白屋书生，探花足步闻铃，设策深有己愿。银灯飞散，3年徒用功夫。铁砚磨穿，实在漫师辛苦。呜呼！7尺红罗书信字，一抔黄土盖文章。江湖七旅，南北经商，图财万里游行，积获千金贸易。风波不测，身高渔父之中。途路难防，命丧羊肠之险。呜呼！只破北水云暗暗，客魂东睡水悠悠。怀丹10月，坐朝山朝。初信鸾凤和鸣，次望熊皮夜梦。凤弓欲唱，吉凶只在片时。张瓦未分，母子皆归长夜。呜呼！花正开时遭急雨，月当明处复乌云。戎衣战士，临阵健儿，红旗营里争雄，白刃丛中敌命。古今出阵，霎时复破长川。胜败才分，遍地枝上守岁。呜呼！漠漠黄沙闻鬼哭，茫茫白骨少人收。
November 25th. Yogacara Flaming Mouth Summoning Verse. Excerpt. Beckoning the spirits of emperors, monarchs, and marquises from the past dynasties, those who have resided in 9-tiered palaces and had over 10,000 miles of mountains and rivers to oneself. The battle fleets that came from western Jin had suddenly ended a millennium of reign. The imperial sedans that went towards the north had yet to cease the moans of grievances from the 5 kingdoms. Alas, the cuckoo's mournful calls have caused the descent of the springtime moon. The branch tips have been dyed with the blood of enduring hatred. Beckoning the spirits of generals who have been decorated on ceremonial altars, dukes who have been appointed on the emperor's engraved orders, whose strengths were capable of moving a golden tripod weighing thousands of pounds, and whose bodies made up the Great Wall. They lived in tents, painted with leopards in the bitter winter, and strove only to make wartime contributions. When the wind had extinguished the smoke of war, there was no longer hope of rising through the ranks. Alas, where are the generals and war horses now? There is only the ground sorrowfully covered with wild grass and flowers. Beckoning the spirits of talents in the 5 imperial mausoleums, and the virtuous and capable in the 300 prefectures, those who had served in full integrity for 3 years as officials and repaid the kindness of the emperor with complete loyalty. They have lived in the southern provinces and the northern counties, leaving behind their homelands for long. At the far reaches of the kingdom, they lost their lives on the fabled Barclay Island of the Immortals. Alas, the bestowed titles have floated away like leaves on flowing water, and the distant departed souls have been separated by the Yang Gate of life and death. Beckoning the spirits of the academically gifted and the humble students, the third-place wanderers amongst the literati, those who have taken the examinations and traveled through the examination grounds. The fireflies' light had been scattered. 3 years of effort have gone to waste. The steel inkstone had been worn out. There went 10 years of diligent work. Alas, their names are written on the piece of 7-foot red silk that hangs before their coffins, and the soil atop their graves covers their writings. Beckoning the spirits of traders who have resided in foreign lands everywhere, peddling goods to the north and south, who have traveled countless miles for profit and have accumulated large stocks of goods to trade. The unpredictable storms and blizzards had caused the bodies to end up in fish's stomach. The dangers on those travels were difficult to guard against, running the danger of being the goat's fodder. Alas, these immobile souls have followed the dark clouds to the north. Migrant spirits have been evicted to the south with sorrow-filled water. Beckoning the spirits of mothers who bore the burden of pregnancy for 10 months, who sat on grass in observation for 3 days. Early in marriage, it was hoped that the couple may be harmonious. A further wish cherished to have a brown bear appear in the mother's dreams. When the sounds of servitude and respect were about to be sung at the time of childbirth, safety and danger hung in the balance. Before the child's gender had even been determined, both mother and child had reached the ends of their lives. Alas, the blooming flower has met the pouring rain. The bright moon has been covered by gloomy clouds. Beckoning the spirits of soldiers' military uniform, those who were on the front line, those who battled for honor in the shadow of the Red Army flag, and fought amongst the forest of sharp blades. Between the time the drum for attacking and metal for retreating was struck, Stomachs were ripped and guts were split. When victory or defeat was determined, the battleground had been covered with injured limbs and broken heads. Alas, in the sandstorm rings the cries of ghosts. In the sea of white bones, few have been retrieved and buried.